हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम है आप सभी का मेरे नए वीडियो में। आज की वीडियो में आपको बताने वाला हूँ ह्यूज OH6 का यूज़ के बारे में। लेकिन वीडियो को शुरू करने से पहले आप तमाम दोस्तों से रिक्वेस्ट है कि चैनल पर नए आए हैं और अभी तक चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो जल्दी से सब्सक्राइब कर दें और बेल नोटिफिकेशन के बटन को प्रेस कर दें ताकि आपको तमाम नई आने वाली वीडियोज़ का नोटिफिकेशन मिलता रहे। बढ़ते हैं वीडियो की तरफ। द ह्यूज OH6 Cayuse, nicknamed Lodge after the requirement acronym LOH Light Observation Helicopter, is a single-engine light helicopter with a four-bladed main rotor used for personnel transport, escort and attack missions, and observation. The helicopter derives its name from the Cayuse people. Hughes helicopters also developed the Model 369 as a civilian helicopter and the Hughes Model 500, currently produced by MD Helicopters as the MD 500 development. In 1960, the United States Army issued technical specifications 153 for a light observation helicopter capable of fulfilling various roles: personnel transport, escort and attack missions, casualty evacuation and observation. 12 companies took part in the competition, and Hughes Tool Company's aircraft division submitted the Model 369. Two designs, those submitted by Fairchild Hiller and Bell, were selected as finalists by the Army Navy Design Competition Board, but the US Army later included the helicopter from Hughes as well. The first Model 369 prototype flew on 27 February 1963, originally designated as the YHO-6A according to the Army's designation system. The aircraft was redesigned as the UOH-6A in 1962 when the Department of Defense created a joint designation system for all aircraft. Five prototypes were built, fitted with a 252 horsepower, and delivered to the US Army at Fort Rucker, Alabama to compete against the other 10 prototype aircraft submitted by Bell and Fairchild Hiller. During the course of the competition, the Bell submission, the UOH-4, was eliminated as being underpowered. It used the 250 horsepower. The bidding for the LOH contract came down to Fairchild Hiller and Hughes. Hughes won the competition, and the Army awarded a contract for production in May 1965 with an initial order for 714 that was later increased to 1300 with an option on another 114. Hughes Hughes's price was $19,860 per airframe, less engine, while Hiller's price was $29,415 per airframe, less engine. The Hiller design had a boosted control system, while the Hughes design did not. This would account for some of the price difference. Hughes is reported to have told Jack Rael that he lost over $100 million in building 1370 airframes. It was reported that Howard Hughes had directed his company to submit a bid at a price below the actual production cost of the helicopter in order to secure this order, resulting in substantial losses on the US Army deal, with the anticipation that an extended production cycle would eventually prove financially viable. In 1968, Hughes submitted a bid to build a further 2,700 airframes. Stanley Hiller complained to the US Army that Hughes had used procedures. Therefore, the army opened the contract for rebidding by all parties. Hiller did not participate in the rebidding, but Bell did with the redesigned Model 206. After a competitive fly-off, the army asked for seed bids. Hughes bid $56,550 per airframe, while Bell bid for $54,200. Reportedly, Hughes had consulted at the last moment with his confidant Jack Real, who recommended a bid of $53,550. Hughes, without telling him, added $3,000 to the bid and thus lost the contract. Japanese OH-6. In Japan, 387 OH-6 Hughes 369s were produced under license by Kawasaki Heavy Industries and used by the Japanese Ground Self-Defense Force, Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force, the Japanese Coast Guard, and civilian operators. Beginning in 2001, the JGSDF OH-6s were being replaced by the Kawasaki OH first observation helicopter. Now I want to tell you about operational history. Entry into service. In 1964, the US Department of Defense issued a memorandum directing that all US Army fixed wing aircraft be transferred to the US Air Force, while the US Army made the transition to rotor wing aircraft. तो दोस्तों यहाँ पे मैं इस वीडियो को सुमित के साथ एंड कर रहा हूँ कि आपके लिए काफ़ी इन्फॉर्मेटिव रही होगी। पसंद आई है तो इसको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लाइक करें, दोस्तों के साथ शेयर करें और कमेंट सेक्शन में कमेंट करें। मिलते हैं ऐसी किसी नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए अपना ख्याल रखें, मुझे दें इजाज़त, बाय बाय।